Okay, so here's the movies we've seen. So I should just delete all these because they just take up space. Man, this is tough. This is actually really tough. Yeah, Goosebumps. Like, technically, I don't know when I actually saw Frankenstein, so it's been a while. And I don't even know what Goosebumps movie is talking about. It's just like the TV show Goosebumps, so we'll get that out of there. Man, this is tough, bro. Honestly, I would say my top movie out of all these movies, I think this one would be up there. I think this one would be up there. I think this one is definitely up there. This movie is fucking amazing, actually. Damn, actually, it's better than The Fly. The Thing is actually fuck. Um, haven't seen that. I don't know what that is. This movie here though is definitely up there. The Shining, The Exorcist, and The Thing for Goat are all top tier. Interesting, Goat. Interesting. All right, hang on. Let me see. I hope you guys are working on a list if you want. So this is actually up there. Probably it might be my favorite movie out of all of the horror movies on this list. Some of them are questionable. Some of them are questionable. Descent might be up there above. I just love that it's like a movie of all women and it feels claustrophobic. I like how, you know, when they go in there, it's not just like one fucking undead creature, you know, it's like a whole, there's like a whole fucking like town of these sons of bitches down in the caves, dude. It's just I love the ambiguous, or is it ambiguous ending? Is it ambiguous when it like ends in a way where you don't really know what actually happened? You know, it's left open ended. I like how it ends. I mean, that entire movie is just fantastic. Great movie. A tier. Maybe Nightmare on Elm Street is ahead of it though, and possibly The Thing as well, but it's still S tier for me. Exorcist is really good. Hellraiser's up here. Oh my god, Hellraiser, dude. Oh my god. If it's just the first one, right? But this is where if we talk about the entire Hellraiser franchise, yeah, you know, this gets dropped down to like C tier probably, but like Hellraiser 1, which is the one you have to go. I think for all these you just go off based off the first movie. Obviously Alien is the first movie. Lost Boys only has one, Fly only has one, Exorcist only one, but or there might be others, but it just says Exorcist. I'm just assuming they're all the first movie. Man. That's tough. None of the movies none of the movies in Hellraiser are good except for the first Hellraiser, but kind of the same with Nightmare on Elm Street. But the first movie of each of those is just so good in my opinion. New Hellraiser sucked ass pancakes. It was decent. I mean, if you're comparing, I guess if you compare it to uh Hellraiser movies, it's probably like the third or maybe sixth best Hellraiser movie, maybe I would say. Compared to Terrifier 2, I disagree with that. I disagree with that quite a bit actually. Um, I would say you could argue it's probably like sixth best Hellraiser movie. So, um, and that's out of what, like 11 or 12 movies at this point. I think there's 12 Hellraiser movies maybe since the new one came out. So it's like halfway there. Reanimator. This movie's actually amazing. Have you guys seen Reanimator? If you haven't seen Reanimator, I highly recommend going to see Reanimator. Goat thought Halloween Ends was amazing. Halloween Ends wasn't bad. I did enjoy it. I wouldn't say amazing, but I don't think it was as bad as the ratings gave it. But I think there were definitely plot holes and stuff where I was like, dude, that shit's fucking stupid. Reanimator's really good. But like the fact that like Michael was like living down in the sewers, dude, that was kind of weird, right? Can we at least admit that, bro? Like him living down in the sewers, just like, and how long had he been down there for? No, it didn't fucking make sense, bro. No, that shit didn't make sense, bro. He's like friends with the homeless people pretty much. Come on, bro. That shit didn't make sense, bro. Don't try to make it out to be something it wasn't, bro. I mean, Friday the 13th is kind of like, to me, it's like D tier. Not that great. I mean, I don't think it's that exciting. I think it's kind of stupid. I like Jason as a killer, but I don't think that the movies are that well done. Jaws, I'd give it B tier for sure. Yeah, you should 100% watch Reanimator. I would really recommend that one. A lot of the good ones here you haven't seen. What the fuck you talking about, bro? Come on, man. There's not that many good ones in this fucking list, bro. Let's be real. Um, Leprechaun, it's gonna be like a D tier movie, a good movie. Uh, less than yeah. I haven't seen VHS. Okay, you got me on that one. Saw. I feel like you can't judge Saw just based on the first movie. I feel like you have to judge Saw as a franchise, and I think that as a franchise, Saw is just something special, you know. Um, I maybe I'll have to watch VHS too. Um, VHS and VHS two. No, no way, bro. I'll pull it up though. Basket Case. Have you guys seen Basket Case? I actually loved Basket Case. I only watched the first one though, but I actually love this fucking movie. It's so fucking funny. The thing about Saw though, before we start to get into Basket Case, the thing about Saw, have you seen Basket Case go? Saw, I feel like you have to rate that whole series. You can't just rate the first one. The first one is great. The first Saw is great. However, I think that you have to rate Saw as an entire series because so much of it ties into itself and it's just like it just comes back full circle in Saw. And if you don't watch all of them, you'll lose it. You want Jaws higher up? I mean, I'll put Jaws higher up. I just don't really see it as like a horror movie in my mind, right? So I'm like, it's hard for me to put it higher up when I don't really see it as horror necessarily. Like, yeah, it's. I mean, I just watched it last year. I just watched it in theaters, actually in 3D, like less than 6 months ago, probably. But 100% less than 6 months ago. But it's just hard for me to put it up here in the A tier of horror movies because I don't see it as being a horror movie. Like, yeah, it's scary, but like, I just don't see it as being horror. That's why I had it at B. But I would agree with you. It's better than Saw. I'll put it in A tier, low A tier. I like Basket Case. It's probably a C though. Realistically, I really like Basket Case. So, um, let's see the next one. Resident Evil. I haven't seen enough of it, but overall, good series. It's got to be ahead of Basket Case, probably ahead of Saw as well. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense why scary movies on the list, dude. That's what I'm saying. Some of these movies aren't actually scary. Human Centipede. You think it's trash? You think? But I mean, bro. Okay, fine. I could easily do this then. I could do C tier. I think Resident Evil and Saw are better than Friday the 13th, bro. I mean, Basket Case could definitely be down here, but I love Basket Case. Dude, Basket Case is actually good, bro. It's actually good. Have you seen it go? You haven't answered my question yet. I heard there were like projectors near Small Lake and people were swimming there and watching Jaws to have more mood and to how it is, to feel how it is. Don't doubt it, dude. Jaws is really overrated in her opinion. No, I haven't wasted my time, dude. No, the first Basket Case is good, dude. The fact that you haven't seen it, that proves that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. In fact, because you said that, it's definitely going C tier now. The Scream series was really picked up lately. Now, there's another one coming out this year. One just came out early last year. Scream actually picked up a lot, I think, with the most recent movie in the franchise. They have another one coming out this year. I hope they don't fail us. But I love Scream as a series. Therefore, it's above Saw, below Jaws. Boom. Halloween. This is definitely S tier material if you only count Halloween 1. If we go Halloween 1 through 14 or whatever the fuck number we're on at this point, yes, I've seen them all. it falls off substantially, right? But the first Halloween movie is God tier. I'm not as big on it as I am on these, but I'd no, actually, it's got to go below. Man, this is tough. I really like Lost Boys. The iconic scene where they're like hanging from the bridge, you know? That's a great movie. Original It. Gotta be ahead of Saw. I would put it actually. I would put it as top B tier. Yeah, I would say B tier for It. Paranormal Activity. This one we looked up. Uh, typical like ghost movie, not real. We'll put it just ahead of Resident Evil, but below Saw. Well, The Ring is pretty good. Definitely would put it. Man, it's tough, bro. It is tough. I don't think it's that necessarily as scary as It, because I think clowns are kind of scary. Definitely scarier than Jaws. But I actually I like these movies better than The Ring. I like The Ringu a little bit better, you know? The Ring is iconic. I will give you that. That moment wasn't scary, but when you watching that moment, you'd be like, "Oh shit!" Solid A for you. Hmm. I'm curious to see what. Well, but did you watch Ringu? Did you watch Ringu Pancakes? I feel like Ringu is more of a solid A. You know, if we're gonna talk about remakes and stuff, Ringu is definitely better than The Ring, I think. And I think The Ring copied Ringu anyway. Quiet Place was decent, but just kind of like average for me. A little bit better than Saw. Ghostbusters, I don't really know if I'd consider that a scary movie. Gremlins, I don't know why people put that on horror. It's not really horror. Jurassic Park's barely horror. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a bomb ass movie, dude. Where does this go on the list? Oh my god. Alien, different. Hellraiser, The Thing, The Descent. Oh my god. In terms of terror, though, in terms of terror, this goes in front. It has to. It has to go in front. From Dusk Till Dawn, great movie. I'd give it a. I'd give it a. Yeah, I'd give it a high B tier. Psycho, great movie. Oh my god, so many good movies, dude. Cloverfield is kind of good, actually. I put it, yeah, low B. The Blob is not that scary, actually, in terms of like fear. It's influential for its time, but it's not scary in my opinion, so it's low. It gets tougher here though. As okay, I've read the book Carrie, pretty scary. I've seen the movie Carrie, pretty scary, honestly. Man, it's tough. It's tough. I don't know. The Shining. I would put The Shining in A personally. Ahead of Evil Dead. Yep. Ahead of The Exorcist, I think so. This is where I don't know. If we're just going based on first, I don't think I would put it in front of The Fly. I really like The Fly, Halloween, Lost Boys, Reanimator, Alien. I really like all these movies, but The Shining is great. 28 Days Later. This is a god tier movie. This is a god tier movie. Come on, guys. This is a god tier movie. Silence of the Lambs. Where does that go? It's a B for sure, right? I mean, it's better than all these movies, honestly. Sinister is one with Ethan Hawke, right? This is actually a dope movie. My God. What am I going to do here, guys? Creep. This was a good movie. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen Creep. I thought Creep was really good. It was actually like super good new age horror. I thought this was really good, actually. Creep 1 and Creep 2. If you haven't seen Creep, highly recommend Creep, actually. Good movie. Really good movie, actually. You'd enjoy it. Better than The Invisible Man. Honestly, yeah. Right there. Okay, you like the second one better? Okay. I thought they were both good. It's cool that you watched them though. I'm glad you watched those movies. Predator, I wouldn't necessarily consider a horror movie, but this is a fucking amazing movie. Damn, this is just a good ass movie. I don't even know where you put this, honestly. It just doesn't even feel like it should go on this list somewhere. I don't even think Predator should go on this list, honestly. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but I don't think I would not consider it a horror movie necessarily. I feel like it's doing injustice. I want to see your guys' list though. Get me a list. Give me a little list count. And I want to see what you guys got. Curious what you guys got. So let's zoom in a little bit on this. Okay, wow, you went hammer. You've seen a lot of these movies. Holy shit. Wow. Descent was your S tier though, like we talked about, which I totally agree with. I think you will hate this. Okay, here we go. Well, okay, so Insidious is your favorite, which I think we talked about that already, so it's not a surprise. Oh, so it's not. Okay, so yeah, I made my list from top to bottom. Like this is probably my all-time favorite. Second all-time favorite, third all-time, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's on the list, but